Hey everybody, just doing a quick little Bitcoin update. Nothing too crazy on some of the other metrics, but I'm just going to do everything on chart for right now since it's a bit faster, I think. Big things is that it's going into the short week of Easter week, and so Friday is day off, New York Stock Exchange closed. A lot of countries have half days on Thursdays, so I just expect kind of like reduced volume in general, but very slow Monday. Nothing too crazy happening. We're actually creating some basing structure here off of the weekly open, approximately, what is that, 83.7K. So locally, it still looks rather healthy, holding levels and structure quite well. We saw the gain that was the cutoff for like the local resistance. This happened basically Saturday morning at 0 UTC. Gain continuation. That's exactly what we expected, and that's exactly what happened. It's lovely. Big things now are very simple. You are still technically in a local uptrend. I think that's very clear and apparent. However, the higher time frame is technically still down. If we do have some local gains here, we have an interesting level kind of showing up right around 85.3, just above this local high. 80, call it 85.4 just for posterity. Anyways, the big thing here is if you do see this gain, I want to see a move up towards 87, 87.1. There is a potential snap short at this order block to potentially come to a rejection back down towards the weekly, at least back to retest the high. I think that's a pretty high chance. So the idea here is that we're going to see a push up if we have a gain of this level. And the idea is that if we do gain that, we should have an instant rejection if we don't do a retracement first. If we do a retracement first, that means we have to lose some localized structure. Losing behind the weekly open isn't enough. It's enough to spook everyone, but it's not the end of the local structure. If we do actually lose the weekly open and down here to 83K, this high, this order block, I think that then we just sweep straight through the Q2 back down sub 80K into this structure. So if we do start breaking some local trend stuff, like obviously this little move down technically broke some of the structure to the left of us, especially the high structure we're at now. So if we do break that, I am looking to target a little bit short, especially if we start bleeding through this space to break us back down or do retests around 80K, high 79s area. Overall, still remaining bullish. It's only if we lose this level that forces us to retest back into the mid 70s. So we're not out of the woods yet because the higher time frame, as I said, is still kind of trash. But until that changes, you're in this local range. Local range high is 85.4. Local range low is, yeah, call it 83K. So nice little, call it $2,400 range structure. If you see the range gain on the way up, again, if we do this before we have any type of retracement or downside, I'm expecting this to be a shortable structure level. We do have quite a bit of liquidations as well, just to put these out. There's some good liquidations above us, especially getting up towards 86.5, where before it starts to get a little bit dead zoney. But I would say on the next move up, you're at least grabbing, the high leverage and mixed leverage liquidations here. If you do lose the low, yeah, we're coming back towards 81. There's some potential for bounces here, but I do like the full test down in the lows if we actually have a breakdown. But until then, local structure still uppish on the local trend. The daily looks relatively good actually. We've regained some previous low structure, looks good. And we got some good levels of base off of. So, like I said, if we do come back down to test some of these levels below us, there's a lot of good levels to test, 79.5 being one of them. Below that, it's 76.3. So, if we just look at those levels, how they line up with all the rest of the price action and structure, yeah, it makes sense. So, for right now, tentatively, we're going up, although just watch it. If we make a new low here, we've actually broken local trend down, and then you have to target lower to potentially take some of those liquidations and stuff. But until then, play the range. We have big data coming in on Wednesday and Thursday. So if we have a little bit of lower volatility at the beginning of the week, it wouldn't surprise me going into that effectively. So that's it. Take it easy. Catch you tomorrow.